Half My Life, How Jesus Conquered My Soul, written and narrated by Thomas Murosky. Dedication. I wish to dedicate this book to those first human agents whom first, unbeknownst to me, started praying for me prior to Christ redeeming my soul. Billy, Jeremy, Brett, Rhonda, David, and their respective churches. I also wish to acknowledge my biological father, John Murosky, who passed away during the writing of this manuscript. A brief word. My life story will be difficult for me to write, as well as for my readers to comprehend. So, before I start, I want to say a few things. First, I do not mean any offense to any old family or friends. I will be telling my story as it was handed to me by God. I trust that my telling my story to the best of my memory, with honesty and to the facts I have uncovered about my life, it will help someone out there see who God really is. I want to show how He works, and maybe how to learn to trust Him more. This story is not embellished, will be factually correct to all my available memory and resources. I do not hold any of my past against my family, and often their reactions were the result of how they were treated as they grew up. I was freed from repeating the sins of my fathers when I found God with the power to break the dysfunctional cycles in my family. Second, I have changed the names of the people throughout this book. Third, through this story, I am not looking for any pity or sympathy. I believe our present culture likes to play the victim card too much and seeks to gain advantage through pity. This is not my intention. In fact, I want to do the opposite. If I am able to come from where I did, reject the worldly ways, and find peace in my own life, I believe that everyone can do the same. My message for my readers is to stop using past traumas as an excuse and instead take any action you can to better your life today. Finally, I have decided to intersperse the chapters with my poetry that was written mostly in my teenage life. The poems were my explanation of life. Sometimes they held worldviews different than I hold now, but they often reflected my past. They were written as a high school and college youth, and I have chosen not to edit them outside of basic spelling errors. Some of them...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?